What would you say if I showed you how to turn $500 into $113,795 in just 5 weeks? What would you say if you could watch me take $10,000 of that money and leverage it into a $2,275,903 profit over a period of just 24 months? I'm talking over $2 million of pure hard cash. What would you say if I told you that by the end of this short video you will be able to do exactly this? I'm not a mentor, guru, or trading veteran. Yet, over the last 24 months, I've accumulated a staggering $2,275,903 profit in Forex, thanks to a fully automated, specialized, optimized and tested Forex software. In fact, within 5 weeks of using this groundbreaking software with a bank of $500, I'd accumulated $113,795 in pure profit. Now, you might be familiar with Forex robots. In fact, you're probably sick to death of hearing about them. Because the fact is, Forex robots have hit the online trading community like a storm. What most people don't realize, though, is that most of these robots are scams. I'm here to show you that you really can earn staggering sums of cash through trading Forex. What's more, I'm here to show you that you don't have to be an expert trader to trade Forex. You don't need a mentor, you don't need years of experience, you don't even need a lot of money to start with. But there is something you do need to guarantee shocking Forex profits week after week. And by the end of this short video, you will have what you need. I'm Stuart Milner, an ordinary man who over the last 24 months has made a killing in Forex. Below you will see undeniable proof of just how powerful this system actually is. And it is not a fake back test, a fake demo account, a fake simulation. As hard as it may be to believe, everything you're seeing here is 100% real. But let me share the most important thing you need to know about Forex straight up. If you have bought into different methods, wasted time and effort on new strategies, and still failed to make a significant profit, I'm afraid you've most probably been scammed. You obviously know that Forex is the place to make money. If you didn't, you wouldn't be here. The truth is, Forex is so lucrative that people without any trading history are claiming to be Forex millionaires and selling fake products online purely to pocket some cash from unsuspecting traders like you. Now, I'm not saying every Forex product online is a scam, but there is a hell of a lot of junk robots and fake signal scams finding their way into people's inboxes. Why? Because the demand is so high for a decent Forex product that delivers hard and fast results. For a taste of what a real Forex account looks like, click on the link to our live account below. How did I get here, you're wondering? How did I manage to take $500 and leverage it into a six-figure account in just 5 weeks? And then how did I take $10,000 of this very money to make a staggering $2,275,903 profit in 18 months? If you don't believe me, check out the shocking proof in our live account below. But how did I do it? It all started 2 years ago in the heart of recession. For 4.5 years, I worked as a software specialist at a renowned company in the north of England. In May 2009, 53 people were made redundant. Shortly after the company went bankrupt, I didn't even get my last month's paycheck. There were no job opportunities where I lived, and as I watched the country's economy go down the toilet, I was pretty much facing homelessness. So how did I go from here to making over $113,000 in a matter of weeks at the click of a button? Let me introduce you to the missing part of the jigsaw, my father, whom I hadn't seen for 26 years. All I've ever known about my dad is that he's a Forex trader who lives in London. What I didn't know was that he was a Forex millionaire. I had never had much of an interest in Forex, but suddenly, unemployed and nearly homeless, I was very interested. After leaving him 2 voicemails, he invited me down to London. It was here that I discovered exactly how rich he was. My dad had more money than I had ever seen in my life. No expense was spared. I'd never imagined I was related to someone that wealthy. I had to know, how did he do it? What happened next sparked the change of my entire life. My dad's entire life is Forex trading. For nearly 30 years, he earned all his money, every single penny, through Forex. I hadn't seen him for 26 years. The least he could do was help me make some cash too. My dad told me that if I had the right tools, I could make as much money as I wanted, and that I'd never have to work again. But how? I didn't know a thing about trading. My dad told me manual trading was becoming a thing of the past. For the last 3 years, my father and his city pals had used the same Forex robot to achieve phenomenal results. All of them are millionaires purely through Forex trading. When he first used the word robot, I was confused. I'd never associated a piece of software with it earning the amount of money my dad did. My dad passed on a carbon copy of his software to me with a $500 deposit, but told me never to show it to anyone. In just under 5 weeks, my $500 had turned into a staggering $113,795. No manual trading, no Forex knowledge required. All I did was install the system and I was $113,795 in pocket. All I could think was, is this real? Is this money actually mine? And sure enough, it was. As you know, my father had told me not to show this to anyone, but I couldn't hide this from Steve. Steve was a good friend of mine. We'd lived together since college and worked at the same company as software specialists. He was as stunned as I was. Together, we started to do some research into these Forex robots, and we were totally unprepared for what we found. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of people online claimed to have made a truckload of money using Forex robots. Their stories were convincing and their results were out of this world. Were they using the same robot as us, though? We decided to find out. We must have purchased at least a dozen in 1 week, followed the instructions and waited to see what happened. Every single one of them failed to provide the results promised by the seller. Most of them involved complicated installation processes and were really difficult to manage. We lost far more money than we gained. Occasionally, one or two would work for a short while before trailing off balance and suffering huge losses. The point is, they weren't real. None of these robots even compared to the system used by my father in one of the most prestigious banks in London. Click for Pips has nothing to do with the scam robots infiltrating the industry, losing thousands of traders across the globe their time and money. The demand for a decent robot is so high that opportunistic scammers are exploiting innocent traders like you with junk robots that fail to work. But here's the worst thing. Professional traders like my dad and his fat cat friends. Remember how my dad insisted I don't share this robot with anyone? That's the typical attitude of the elite group of successful traders. They don't want anyone else to share the financial pool of Forex. They are the reason this industry is saturated with scams by unscrupulous scammers. And the reality is the $4 trillion industry is growing at an incredible rate. The money is never going to run out. In fact, the pool is simply getting bigger. We could not believe how lucky we were to actually have the real-life Forex robot used by one of the most prestigious banks in the world. I begged my father to introduce me to the team who created it. They must have been geniuses, but he would not breathe a word. And that's when we decided to analyse the way it worked. We spent months examining the code, and we were fascinated at what we found. The more we learnt about it, the more we found that we were able to enhance it and create an even more powerful system with even better results. A system we didn't have to worry about or babysit, a system that could be left to trade and deliver staggering and consistent profits. Our advanced system was so good that one of my father's trading colleagues offered us a six-figure sum if we gave it to him and promised not to pass on any replicas to anyone else. That was when we decided to make Click for Pips available to the public. You're probably thinking, why is this guy willing to hand over a certified profit-making machine? The answer is simple. A massive plot to monopolise on the Forex industry is ruining the trading successes of thousands of people across the globe. And there is only one way to stop it. Click for Pips. What would you give to never have to do a day's work ever again? How would you feel about earning money while you sleep? What would you give for a machine so powerful that you could leave it to trade for you with complete confidence that you're profiting day after day? The few people we've tested the system on have had their lives completely transformed. Imagine waking up with $100,000 in the bank. Imagine $10,000 of that money growing into $2 million. Forget pensions and savings. Secure your future with one click of a button. You have the opportunity of a lifetime in the palm of your hands. This reality could be yours in a matter of moments. How much do you think this life-changing opportunity is worth? Let me put this in perspective. We're asking you to join us in a financial revolution that will shock the world. This is the only place that you will get the chance to use a real Forex robot used by one of the most prestigious world banks to trade massive 7-figure accounts each day. This opportunity means a lifetime of financial security, never having to work again, being able to provide the kind of life for your kids that you never had. How much do you think this opportunity is worth? $1,000? I'm handing you a robot that leveraged $500 into $113,795 and $10,000 into over $2 million. $1,000 still sound like too much? Well, I'm not asking for $1,000. In fact, I'm not even asking for $500. The truth is, I don't actually care about how much I give this away for, but one thing's for certain, I can't give it away for free. Giving it away for free would devalue it, and we have worked too long and too hard for this stunningly powerful machine to sit dormant on your PC. If I give it to you for free, how will I even know you'll use it? And the thing is, we have been contacted by hundreds of traders begging for information about this robot. We want to show the truth about the lies and scams of the Forex underworld and start a Forex revolution. If you want to transform your bank balance, defy the unscrupulous scammers and hit back at the selfish trading elite who continue to hide the true path to Forex success from you, join us. For just $67, that's right, only $67, you can be seconds away from turning your bank account into a millionaire's dream. I can guarantee you that you will profit from Click 4 Pips in the very first week of using it. What's more, you don't have to do anything. Click 4 Pips works for itself. All you have to do is download it and watch it go. So what's it going to be? This is your chance to change your destiny. If you don't take it into your own hands, no one will. There is no experience necessary, no Forex knowledge required, no complicated instructions to follow, no hours of installation, no losses, and, more importantly, no lies. And if you have any questions at all, we set up a fantastic support team to answer them for you. Still skeptical? Look, the results you have seen speak for themselves. This is the only Forex method you will try that is guaranteed to work. And if it doesn't, we will give you back every penny you paid instantly. You're not risking anything because all the risk is on us. What do you have to lose? Nothing. You're protected by a full 60-day money-back guarantee. Think of it as a trial. You'll be so astonished at the results you will never look back. Do the smart thing. Change the rest of your life with Click 4 Pips. Simply add to cart.